Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Christian.
Hey, just a quick question for you. Can you differentiate to me or give me a breakdown on leasing, the benefits of leasing?
Well, there's lots of benefits, Christian, so that's a very good question. I get that question often. How a lease works, it's quite simple, actually. We're taking the value of this vehicle, and we're basically going to cut it in half. Well, maybe not quite in half, but sort of cut it in half, where you're only paying for the best part of the vehicle, and this residual piece at the end is you have an option to think about that other piece after driving it for 3 or 4 years. What is leasing? Leasing is a financial option that allows you to pay for what you actually use. The payment is based on estimated depreciation and a very small cost of borrowing. In fact, sometimes it's 0%. Just pay for what you drive. It's that simple, really. Benefits to leasing, you have options, not obligations. I'd rather have options than long-term obligations.
Of course.
Drive a new vehicle more often, that's a great feature. I love to get a new car every so often, and because I get bored sometimes of driving the same car after a few years. Lower cost of ownership. You know, you avoid very expensive maintenance. As the car gets older, there's more costs involved in an older vehicle. Tires, brakes, and other maintenance that come up later on. You get a guaranteed future value. You'll know when you drive away what that future value is, but you got much time to think about it as you're driving and enjoying the vehicle. You can exercise that option if you want to, but that future value is not really important at the early stages. Most vehicles under manufacturer's warranty, of course. You got our vehicles have the best warranty in the country. 3 years, 60,000 kilometers on the engine, and up to 5 years or 6 years, depending if it's a Buick or Chevrolet, on powertrain. Avoid negative equity, and that's a thing that usually gets customers into trouble when they're negative equity, when they're financing, because they're financing the whole vehicle and the taxes, so they owe more money. When you're leasing, you don't owe as much money. You don't owe as much taxes. Okay? Free from situational accidents. So in the event of the car's in an accident, you're not responsible for that depreciation, because what you're going to do at the end of the lease is you don't want to buy a car that's been involved in an accident. So what you do normally is you just hand it back to GM. You have to record it, of course, and they'll take it to the auction. And unfortunately, they either make or lose money.
Great to know.
No trade hassles. Who wants that? Trying to find somebody to buy your car, and it's not always easy. Tax savings and deferral, that's my favorite. I don't like paying a lot of taxes, and if I can defer my taxes, it's even better. Because you're only paying tax on the first portion of the vehicle, and not the end. If you don't decide to buy the car at the end, you can pay the tax on the other piece. So you're only paying your tax a little bit at a time as you go, and then if you do decide to buy the other piece, then you pay it. But if you don't buy it, you only pay tax on the first part, which is great. Gap coverage, that's a really big one. That to me is probably the biggest one. In the event you're financing your vehicle and your car's a total write-off, and the insurance company wants to give you X amount of dollars, and you owe much more than that, you're responsible to pay your bank that amount of money. When you're leasing, that gap coverage covers you from when the insurance company is willing to give you what you owe. So in fact, GM handles all that with your insurance company. You're not even involved. That cuts you out of the picture because it's really their vehicle still.
Great to know.
You got resale options. Of course, you can sell your car. Early termination options. Cash in possible equity. Okay, usually if the car's worth more money, you can get some money back. Equity can be carried forward, or you can put it in your pocket and do zero down again on your next lease. Low mileage options. The main thing is pay for what you drive. It's like buying a car by the slice. I look at it as a pizza. Buying 3 slices or 4 slices, and you're basically paid for that what you want to have. At the end of the lease agreement, you have 3 great options to choose from. If you love your vehicle, keep it and complete the purchase, or walk away and choose a new one, or earn a potential profit from the equity of your vehicle. Basically, it's a win-win scenario for customers. That's why I like leasing so much.
Great to know. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.